Have you ever had this happen to you before? It's Christmas time, you're excited, you go meet a friend, you bring them this gift that you've picked out for them, and they say, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it, but I didn't bring anything for you. Unfortunately, I forgot." That, in a nutshell, sometimes for us is Christmas. It's messy, it's not what we hoped it would be, and sometimes we feel hurt on some things, we feel forgotten in some areas, and it could be really not really what we hope it would be, and it can be disappointing sometimes. As we look at the Christmas story, this idea of forgottenness is in that story as well. When you look at the book of Luke and you see the story of Zechariah and Elizabeth, the priest and his wife, you see this theme of forgottenness. You see Zechariah and his wife, they were godly people. They were of the family of the priest. The Bible says that they did everything right. They were righteous in God's sight, yet they did not have a child. And in that time, that was considered a curse. That was something that would indicate that God's favor is not with you. But they did everything right. They were priests. They prayed to God. They asked him and they said, "God, give us a child." But they never, ever had a child. One day, as Zechariah was an old man, he goes into the temple to serve as his priestly duty. And he's there serving by the altar of the Lord. And this angel appears and says, "Fear not, because your prayers have been heard. God hears you, and you're going to have this child who will be the forerunner for the Messiah. He'll be the one who will tell the world that the Messiah is coming." And Zechariah says, "How can this be? I'm an old man. My wife is advanced in years. How is this going to happen?" You see, because Zechariah had forgotten. He felt forgotten, and he felt that God did not hear his prayers, and that was it, and that was never going to happen. Listen, God remembers the prayers that you've forgotten. God remembers the dreams that you've given up on. God remembers the hopes that you no longer have hope in, because he is the God of hope. Nothing will be impossible with God. And so this Christmas, I want you to understand this, that God is doing things in you, and he's going to do things for you that you may not even realize, beyond your imagination, beyond what you could ask or think. Because God hears our prayers. He remembers the things that we've forgotten. He remembers the dreams that you've given up on. This Christmas, understand that because of Jesus, God is going to do radical, amazing things in your life in this new year. Not because of you, but because of him. And that's the gift of Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Have a great year. I'm looking forward to the great things that God is going to do as we come into the new year.